Hello, fellow midlifers. Welcome back to the channel where I share and document my journey in midlife as I navigate money and miles. I bought my first rental property at 40. So today I'm sharing the property management questionnaire and the 10 questions I use to interview property managers. Are you trying to figure out how to hire your first property manager for your rental? Or are you starting to look for property managers as you look for your next out-of-state rental? Or are you switching property managers for whatever reason? If so, I hope this can help you somehow. This has evolved over the past 4 years and will continue to evolve as I learn more about how to invest in real estate in my 40s. But I hope this helps some of you who are a few steps behind me. And let me know in the comments if there is, or if you have any property management challenges or questions as well. I'd love to learn from you. So the first question that I ask is, tell me about your property management company. This gives me an overview of the company. Is it a big company or is it a boutique company? How is the organization structured? How many years have they been in operation? This is a very open-ended question that reveals a lot about the company. The second question that I ask is, what markets or locations do you manage properties in? How many in X location? Tell me about this rental market. What I'm looking for here is superior market knowledge. I want to understand what markets they are good at. Real estate investing and rental properties are very market specific. I've had property managers who tell me, look at the map, and they show me in the map which parts are good rental markets, which ones are high crime areas, and everything else in between. I really appreciated this when one property manager walked me through the map of the area. It illustrated superior market knowledge of the property manager. And this is the kind of market knowledge that I'm looking for in a property manager. The third question is, how many properties do you manage? And how many evictions do you do in a year? I'm curious about the focus that they have. If they manage thousands of rental properties, then I know I probably won't get a lot of attention for my 1 to 2 rentals. But if they manage less than 100, then they will probably be paying a lot more attention to my rental. I'm also curious about the ratio of evictions to properties managed here. Honestly, I don't know what is a good number or a bad number in terms of evictions per year, but the point here is that I do know that evictions happen. So I want to make sure that they do evict if needed, and that they know how to handle the eviction if needed. The fourth question is, how do you handle evictions? I dig deeper into cost here. What is the cost of an eviction and what is the process? I also learned through this question that it is more difficult, more costly, and longer to evict in some counties versus others. This has helped me prioritize and focus on my buy box. The fifth question is, how do you screen tenants? I want to make sure there is a clear and standard process in screening tenants. I want to make sure they screen for past evictions, tenant history, verify employment, check criminal background, check credit, things of that nature. The sixth question that I ask is, how do you handle repairs and maintenance requests? Repairs and maintenance are part of the business. I want to understand how they handle these requests. Most property managers I've talked to have a policy where they need approval for maintenance and repairs if the cost is greater than $250 or $500. Mainly, I'm looking for a process on how they handle these requests. The seventh question that I ask is, how do you help owners save on repairs and maintenance costs? This is closely related to the prior question. One of the biggest expenses for me has been maintenance and repairs. I want to make sure there is a process in handling these requests. For example, if the electric socket doesn't work in-house, they need to have a process where they ask the tenant to go and check the circuit breaker before sending a licensed electrician to look at the issue. I'm looking for alignment here. I want to make sure our goals are aligned in terms of keeping high quality tenants and making sure that the property is in good condition. The eighth question that I ask is, tell me about a time when you dealt with an unreasonable tenant. Property management can be challenging and tenants can be unreasonable. So I want to understand how they deal with this, their problem-solving skills, their communication skills, and their conflict resolution skills. Number 9, what are your fees? Do you have renewal fees, inspection fees, call-out fees, coordination fees? In case you haven't noticed, the question on fees is my second to the last question. When I was a brand new investor, this was my first question. Now I've come to realize that there are more important questions than a property manager's fees. It's important to me that they put in quality tenants who pay on time and take care of the property and ideally stay for a long time. It doesn't matter if their fees are 5% or 8% if we keep evicting tenants or if the tenants destroy the property. I want to have full visibility of all the fees before I enter into a property management agreement. I don't mind paying inspection fees if they provide a written inspection report to me once a year to make sure that the property is in good condition and if we are making sure that the tenant is taking care of things that they need to maintain, like mowing the lawn or changing the air filters. I do mind paying for coordination fees because I feel like this makes us misaligned if they are profiting from my expenses. I guess the message here is I want to make sure we have incentive alignment, and I don't mind paying for good service because sometimes a cheap property manager is expensive. And the last question that I ask is, please share 3 to 5 references that I can talk to. Lastly, I ask for references that I can call. It's important to me that they are willing to provide references. Trust, but verify. This is part of my verification process. And I have actually found that talking to the references that they give me is a good way to network and meet other investors within my market. I also have a questionnaire that I use when I do reference checks. Let me know in the comments if that is something you want me to talk about more in a future video. So there you have it, my evolving property manager interview questionnaire. I'm sure as I continue on this journey, this will also continue to evolve, but I hope what I have as of right now helps someone who is in the early or beginning stages of real estate investing. If this video has helped you, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. I'd also appreciate any comments on other topics you'd like me to cover as a midlifer navigating money and miles. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.